Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome to the Dragon's Den. This is it. She's all done. I left the back plain because something like this, you really don't want to stick it into a bookshelf. You either want to set it to where it'll look like this or lay it down flat so you don't have anything, getting messed up in the back. Our spine was simply a piece of lace that I just back to back. We added a little trim down the middle to sort of a little conceal where those two overlapped. Put a bow up there, and here is our dangle. Very pretty. All different colored beads. Just simple beads on a little chain. Very, very simple. The front turned out gorgeous. With the exception of, I think, one of these, this one here, all the rest are Prima flowers. And then, as you can see, bits of old jewelry that I had taken apart, we tucked in here and there, and a little butterfly pendant up there that, just a little something added on a piece of lace. There's a piece of metalwork there, but just a gorgeous, gorgeous front. Hanging off of our closure on a bulb pin is just an old earring that had a couple of river pearls in it, or hanging down. Something very simple, but it's gold to sort of go with our spine dangle. I'll get it out here in a minute. And, our other little pieces here. So in the front, we have here in this little pocketer, just a couple of little bags. And they have a few things that we may want to add in later, or we may find a little some place to tuck them. There's that one in here. There's a few tags and like a little coin envelope and different little inserts we can add in if we want to. You don't have to add these in. You could also put a little notepad in here with your pencil or whatever. There's a Velcro clasp that holds it closed. And I suppose if we took this out, it would close up. It wouldn't be so much of a gator mouth, as you can see. It's not really that bad of a gator mouth, but we do have it quite full. But each page is something to do. Here, we flip up. We have a writing spot. We can put stickers or whatever we want here. We can even use this as a writing spot. This opens up. We have a little coffee filter pocket here with a few little things inside. Here's another pocket here, which we've added a postcard and just a little ID booklet. And then those close up that way. Make sure we get those down in there good. And then this comes down, and then we simply twist that around to close it. Over here we have pockets. We have an insert there. We have an insert here that we have journaling space on the back. You can even do some journaling space up there too. Here we have a magnetic closure with doors. We have a couple of postcards. We've got another larger postcard. All of these we can use as journaling cards. We've got spaces where we can add stickers or to personalize it. Over here, once we take off the paper clip, we have inserts here. This folds out. We have a tag and an insert here. This folds out. And there's still areas to decorate on here. We have little inserts in here with this folding out, and the same here with a journaling space on the inside. Very, very, just something to do. Something that, I've lost my paper clip. Where'd it go? It's hard to see on these, on this, on the black. Just stick the, now here is a waterfall little thing. You can use this to journal on. You can put stickers on there. Although you do have to lift that up just a touch when you put it back down, because we do have this crease in here. Now I did go and I put washi tape here and on the inside of each of these here, and especially here so that it would cover up that that brad that holds the spine dangle on. Here we have a little envelope with a little card inside, more tags, and this is just a crisscross of papers. And see, after this one, we've got one up here, we've got one in the way back, and this is actually a notepad from just scraps of paper I had laying around. Put that back in there. Well, it goes under there. I know it does. It came out from under there. There we go. And that can go in the far back one. And then this little tag has its own little insert. And then we have our envelope down there. This one here, I used the idea of the flip-flop journal where we can open it here. And that's a little belly band type thing. And this folds over. We open it up this way. And then we've got some journaling spots. Come over this way and it opens this way with more journaling. More places to write. All the way through. And then back here we have another little pocket. So something to do. This one here, I really like the way this turned out. Excuse me. Just simply open. It's on the premise of an envelope. But instead of, coming down and fastening here, I'm fastening the two insides. And inside that is another little pocket with, see if I can get this undone without it pulling it apart, and just a few little things tucked inside of another little pocket. Now, see if I can get this back on here. There we go. And that sits in here. And then we close it different from a regular envelope. And then we just figure 8 this string closed. Just like that. Here we have a slider. This slides down. Opens up to a journaling spot. We slide it up. We have another journaling spot. And that can slide all the way up or back. I think that turned out really nice. And over here, what looks like, and see, this is why I left the back flat. And we did not do the cover until last, because you see how this holds it up there? All right, we did, I did the washi tape in the center. I have a tuck spot here, but then here we have an open little journal place. Just a little journal spot that folds closed. Here we have a belly band that has envelopes with our vintage little calling cards or date cards, flower cards. That's what they were flower cards on there. And then in here, we have another little memo pad. And that fits. I think we got something else too. Yes, we do. We've got another little, see, I thought that opened. Yeah, it does. And all it is a picture there. You can add what you want to that. And then we also have other things that tuck back here. Another little journaling area. And all of that can go right back into our belly band. We brought the lace along the edge, and this was a pocket that Sherry had sent me, and I wanted to use it. So we put it in, and we added a few tags. We've got another little memo thing here that put lace on top, and then I just added more lace to this to sort of, bring out all the colors that were in here. Really like that. Now here we have a double pocket, or a double envelope. We can open this one up, and you have journaling space. We close it up, and then tie that off, and then we have one here that you can remove that is also journaling space inside it. So a lot of places to write in here. That turn back around, and then that sits back in there. And of course, little decorations here and there. And the very last page ends up as a bag holder. And inside there, I put a little tag. I put what I call a ticket tag, and just an old letter. It was part of a DigiKit that I had bought. And all that fits back in here. And let's see, that closes. It closes. All right. Why isn't it? Oh, okay. It wasn't down all the way. When you put stuff in, make sure you put them all the way down in there. And that ends up, and then we do have our washi tape here. I didn't add anything there because we were already full. We did shorten our seam binding closure. And that back there with our little dangle on it. Bring that over here. And there she is. So what do you think? How do you think it turned out as an interactive journal? I know it was a lot of different things going on inside, but there was something you can do with each page. And this cover decoration, I just love. I mean, I've used to do these with, when I did memory albums, these were the type of decorations that I put on all of mine. And so I have tons of flowers. So they need to get used, right? So why not pull out our pretties and use them? Let me know in the comments below which was your favorite part of the journal. And if you enjoyed this little work of ours, give me a thumbs up. If you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you're not, please consider becoming a subscriber. This is the end of our 2 journals that we have been doing. This one, our interactive, and our other was our jewel tone with its spine dangle and little jewel on our little hanger on the closure. So we have to figure out what we're going to do next. If you have an idea, leave it in the description. I usually always read my comments. I did miss one, and I'm so sorry about that, Allie, but I did respond. So please don't be mad at me. But yeah, let me know what you want to do next. So we shall see from the comments. So until next time, bye guys.